What up, y'all? It's DJ AlphaTyler back again with another reaction, and y'all know that Sundays are for something different. Alpha Team, y'all keep coming around giving me suggestions, all that stuff that I need to hit up on Sundays. Creek Squad, y'all been down in the comments telling me I need to check out some of Upchurch's behind the lyrics videos. And y'all know that something different that comes on Sundays isn't just new groups, new songs, new things like that. It's also about new kinds of content. And so I figured, since we just reacted to the track Outlaw, what better time for us to get this behind the lyrics video with Upchurch talking about Outlaw. Now, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm gonna go ahead, pull myself down, nice Coors Light, in homage to my dude Upchurch. Let's go ahead and see what he's got to say about the lyrics in this track, Can I Get an Outlaw, featuring Luke Combs.
Where have the rebels gone? We don't need another pretty boy.
And one of the things that y'all pointed out to me after my reaction to this track was how funny it is that in the chorus, Luke Combs is talking about not needing another country boy, singing pretty boy songs and all that, and he became that fake country guy. I mean, I was talking about it in my reaction anyway, because a lot of what he was saying kind of came off as fake. But y'all know, if y'all been with the channel, I ain't a fan of Luke Combs anyway, so it is what it is. Maybe I was inclined to hate on him, I don't know. Maybe I'm unfair. Y'all can let me know if y'all think I'm unfair.
What is up, guys? I'm Ryan Upchurch, and this is Behind the Lyrics. And today in Behind the Lyrics, we're going to be going over the song Outlaw by myself and Luke Combs. Hope you guys enjoy what I have to say about the song, what inspired the song, and what I think about it now. Alright guys, so on the chorus, I really can't give you no insight on that because I didn't write that. That was a part that Luke Combs had written. But I will tell you this. The night that I found that, I had fell asleep on my couch in the apartment back when I was living in the apartments in National City. And I fell asleep and I woke up to that song playing on YouTube. And I woke up and I was like, well, you know, what the fuck? Who is this guy? So I looked at it and it said Luke Combs. So I ended up, long story short, I ended up hitting this dude up. And I said, yo, if we remix this song, it will go viral. Trust me. You give me permission to do this. He's like, hell yeah. I said, well, you want to come down here and shoot a music video for it? He was like, well, hell yeah, I'm down. So he came to Ashland City to my buddy Joey's farm, and we shot the Outlaw video, me and Luke Combs, and that was his part that he written on his original. My lyrics are the verses in between.
Okay, so time out. So I knew that there was a second version, and y'all were talking about how the version without Upchurch kind of fell flat a little bit. So, okay, so Church actually heard that version. That version was the original, and Church actually asked if they could remix and he could write some verses in there. Now I kind of want to go check out the original. I kind of want to see, you know, what was going on in that before Upchurch put it in. I mean, don't get me wrong. The chorus fits this song, but I can't see this song being as good without the country, or without the rap verses between the chorus. So y'all let me know down in the comments if y'all are interested in me hitting up the original. I mean, I kind of want to, and I probably will either way, but I just want to know how y'all feel about it.
So let's start out with the verse. Here we go.
Let me get an outlaw like the man who raised me up, hauling chickens to Kentucky in the back of beat up trucks.
I'm talking
Shout out KY.
about Chicken Willie, because Chicken Willie used to go to chicken fights in Brownsville and Hohenwald and stuff like that, and him and his buddy would load their trucks up with the Gamecock roosters and go fight chickens all night, or hell sometimes.
I knew he was talking about chicken fighting. See, I told y'all that when I was doing my reaction. I told y'all he was talking about chicken fighting, because I know what people are bringing chickens up to Kentucky.
2 or 3 days at a time and come back home and pay the bills. Country boy shit.
Because all I'm seeing now is Hollywood wearing some hunting gear and TV shows about idiots that think country is drinking beers.
And that's true, because these motherfuckers are making these TV shows that are a duplicate of Jersey Shore, and then slapping some country spice on it and making sure everybody in that bitch has an overly thick fucking accent that's probably not even a real accent.
Another thing that I called out in that video, I maintain I don't think Luke Combs' accent is legit where it's at. I don't think most country singers actually have the accents that they're singing with. But I do want to point out, church, country boys are drinking beer.
And calling it Party Down South. I know some of them motherfuckers that are actually in that show, but that show, I don't give a fuck, and they know I don't give a fuck. That show makes motherfuckers look stupid. Because that ain't how country motherfuckers like. It's got some sense act. Alright? God dang. That's why I wrote that lyric.
I feel like I'm in church right now.
Sick of seeing skinny jeans smiling like a cover girl. I wanna see some kids out back with 22s popping squirrel.
Hey!
We live in America.
Hey!
You want your kid to be stuck?
Sometime, I want to tell y'all. Now, I've talked about my guns, especially while I'm doing these Upchurch reactions. I've talked about my guns quite a few times just because, you know, my AK is my baby. But sometime, I'm going to have to pull out my AK and my 22 because I've got a beautiful 22. And I think the Creek Squad would really appreciate seeing a couple of these bad boys.
Who the fuck don't? We live in America. You want your kid to be stuck in a fucking room playing whatever the fuck they play? Minecraft, whatever. I mean, good.
Don't hate, I play Minecraft. Come on now. It's still fun.
But
there is more to life.
I want my kid to be outside. I want my kid to trip and fall and bust his lip wide open and be like, holy fuck, that shit hurt.
My daughter was running up my driveway. Jesus Christ, it's 3 minutes in and I keep pausing. But my daughter was running up my driveway the other day. And my father-in-law, you know, he's kind of hovering and everything. I'm just like, you know what? Let her bust her knee or something. I've got a scar on my knee. I took a skateboard when I was a kid off the pump house because honestly, through the day, it was like play outside. And then in the evening, I could play video games once it started getting dark. And so it was like play outside, but I took a skateboard off of a pump house. Like pump houses are a thing anymore. But I took the skateboard off the pump house, missed, and like fell and totally busted my knee. Like my knee hits and then just crater right in my knee. And blood's just pouring down. And of course, you know, my parents, they're like, you'll be all right, you know, put a Band-Aid on it or something like that. A couple of years ago, though, I had to take someone to the ER for like a broken bone. And we're standing there waiting to get registered in the ER. And there's this parent throwing a fit because her kid has a similar like cut on the knee to what I got when I was a kid. And I'm just thinking the whole time, I'm like, this is what's wrong with kids today.
So he can go figure out, holy shit, this hurts. Holy shit, don't do that. Holy shit, don't do that. I don't want my kid to be fucking 21 years old, dumb as hell, and don't know how to do nothing for herself. I ain't talking about society as in like, you know, the inner city or fucking using your credit card or always relying on the bank or always relying on there to be a fucking Walmart, to always rely on somebody to tell you the truth and lead you in the right way, because all that shit is not fucking true.
Yep.
Everybody who's against you or your competition is going to lead you in the wrong goddamn direction, and you're going to need to know who's bullshitting and who's not.
Especially today with everything going on in the world, man. Like, if you don't know how to hunt your own stuff, if you don't know how to kill something on the back, who knows? Like, I got a garden growing out back, and I know how to hunt. I got plenty of ammo to do it with. And it's like, what are you gonna do when it comes to a time where you can't just go to Walmart and buy this stuff, man? You gotta get some meat somewhere. You gotta have them veggies. Like, you gotta be able to grow them. My daddy taught me all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't get that by sitting in a fucking house.
Exactly.
You get that by going out to the real world and learning some real world shit and being able to pass that on to your fucking kids so they don't turn out to be dumbasses.
I wanna see some young guns going out on a duck hunt and lesser of this flapping bird and acting like a lazy bum.
You want your kid to know how to fend for himself if the shit hits the fan? Or do you want him to know how to fucking be ran over by everyone and eaten alive because he's not able to be any type of savage? He just gets eaten by the savages. No, all my kids are gonna be savages.
Same.
Cause trends got it twisted and they make country a petty style. Now where's all my country folks that actually could go survive?
The ones who wake up and have a routine purpose they know they have to do. The ones that wake up wanting something better than they had the day before and working towards it and not bitching about not having it.
So I'm saying, man, all about that grind. Y'all been talking about my upload grind a lot in the comments sometimes. Let me tell you what my days look like, okay? Monday through Friday, I work 40-hour weeks, right? 40 plus, 40 to 50-hour weeks, Monday through Friday. I'm recording these videos either before work or after work whenever I can fit it in, right? I've also got to spend a couple of hours out in the garden because if y'all have ever raised a garden, you know, you got to pick some weeds and all that. I got 3 dogs, 2 cats, 2 snakes, and a gecko and a bearded dragon. Got to feed all the lizards when their feeding schedule's up. Got to feed all the dogs every day, you know, the cats every day and all that. So my thing is wake up first thing, feed, shower, usually. Then I got to go to work, come back from work, record the videos real quick. Go out to the garden while all those, we'll edit the videos real quick, set them to upload, run out to the garden, work in the garden while all those, you know, the copyright claims are coming through and everything and seeing what's going to get kicked back, what needs changed and all that. Set it all to upload, get it all going, then stream if we're going to stream, all that stuff. So, I mean, I'm with them though, because 100% of that is because someday I want my life to be easier than that. I want, you know, if this channel pops off, great. You know, if it doesn't, great, because I've got other things. And then on the weekends, I DJ. As events come up, you know, I always save all of my PTO from my day job so that I can do events and weddings and stuff like that when it all pops up, so that you know, I've got paid time off from there. And so it's like, you know, to me, and then on top of that, if y'all are really familiar with my channel, you'll know that I freelance write too for a few different websites. And so it's like, you know, to me, it's always about that grind. It's like, what am I doing productively right now to make sure that I am bringing something in and making my daughter's life better and easier than what mine is. You know, my dad didn't even graduate high school, and he owns his own business. He started off as a box truck driver, ended up getting his CDLs eventually, and you know, worked his way up to buying his own truck, owning his own business, driving a truck, and making decent money so that he could have the kind of life that he wanted. And that's what I'm pushing myself to, is trying to make that better life and provide, you know what I mean? And it's all about that grind. It's all about that grind, whether you're talking about a YouTube grind, whether you're talking about, you know, grinding out every minute you got in the day. Work and push and do the stuff that needs to come along for you to get where you're trying to go and what you need to do.
Instead of bitching about not having something, shut your mouth and just go get it. Go work for it. That's what that line's about.
When that stock market crashes, I'll be somewhere deep off in these pines. Killing shit, kicking ass, and taking what the hell is mine.
Yeah.
Because you can't go through life depending on someone else to give you what you need to survive or live.
Yep.
Don't matter what day and age it is. Nobody's just going to give you anything.
Amen, brother.
So you have to kind of be an asshole.
I do have some stocks though.
You can't let people sugarcoat stuff, or you can't sugarcoat stuff for nobody else.
Right.
So I'll be out here killing shit, kicking ass, and taking what's mine. Not taking what's yours. I don't want what you got. I don't want what he's got. I don't want what anyone has. I want what I have.
Preach.
That's all I'm saying.
I got scars on my knuckles from a loudmouth in the parking lot. Life wounds in my back from so-called friends that tend to lie a lot.
What I'm saying is, it's okay to get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
If people know you're not afraid to get your ass kicked, then they're probably not gonna mess with you.
Yo, pause, because my uncle always said it best. He said, get up. He said, if somebody starts, he said, don't start anything. Don't pick on anybody. But if somebody starts something with you or one of your friends or some of your family, and you're taking up for yourself, Go right for the nose first. Pop their nose. He goes, because if you break their nose, at least you got something out of it. But don't be afraid to get knocked down, to get beat up in front of everybody. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to stand for yourself and you're going to take up for yourself. That's what I stand by to this day.
And that's what happened to me. My first fight ever. That line's about my first fight I ever got in. I got in a fight at Pigram Park over in Pigram by the railroad track. I was supposed to fight this kid who, in gym class, his ass would make fun of me and shit and call me names and shit. And finally I just said, fuck this. I ain't fucking done with it no more. I told him, meet me after school, you little punk ass motherfucker.
Yep.
So I didn't even have a car. I just knew I was going to get there. So after school, I rode the fucking bus back to the house, called my cousin Timmy. Timmy drove me up there in his black Mustang. A couple friends with him, his girlfriend with him at the time. And we got up there, and the motherfucker who was picking on me at school wasn't even there. Everybody said, oh no, he's in the truck, he's in the truck. So then this other motherfucker comes here and is like, well, I'll fight you. What the fuck? You'll fight me? I ain't got a problem with you. I got a problem with this motherfucker. But this one was too much of a pussy,
Yeah.
so I had to fight one who was bigger than me. The dude who was the same size as me was a pussy. The other guy, who was fucking 6'4" and had damn arms like paint ladders to paint somebody's fucking 3-story house, I fought that motherfucker.
Nope.
But you know what? I wasn't about to not fight him. Because guess what? Me fucking fighting his bigger friend is going to make that motherfucker at school not say shit to me.
Yep.
Exactly. So that's what that line's about. Sticking up for your damn self.
There's snakes up in the grass, but Bubba, shit, I'm used to walking tall. And if I feel you talking shit, won't second guess the jacket jaw.
Because I don't care to get my ass kicked. If you can whoop my ass, well, good. I don't care. I ain't scared to get beat up. Like I said before, I ain't scared of you.
Right?
Don't mean I'm going to beat you up. You might beat my ass, but I'm still not scared of you.
That's where it's at, man.
And the walking tall part
That's what I'm saying.
come from the whole Buford Pusser attitude. You know, get shit done. You know, talk. That motherfucker, he did all kind of shit. He bust motherfuckers' windows out with a 2x4 because of what they were doing in his town that he didn't like and shit like that. That dude did not care. Whatever he wanted to do, he fucking did it. And that's what I'm talking about. Whatever I want to do, I'm going to fucking do it. Because I don't do nothing illegal. I do zero shit illegal. I smoke fucking weed. So what? What are we going to do? Break in my house and or kick my door down and have people search my house for a quarter of weed?
That ain't really that illegal anyway. It's legal in most states. I mean, come on.
Go for it, motherfucker. Afterwards, you can play fucking pinball with me.
Today, the world we live in, realness tends to wash and fade away. That's why if you ain't walking shit, then I don't care for shit you say.
And that is about the music industry. Motherfucker, don't come give me no advice if you ain't been here where I'm at. Motherfucker, if you got 630 fucking Instagram followers and nobody knows your fucking name, do not come to me talking about, you know, I know what you need to do to get to the next level. No, the fuck you don't, because you ain't been there. So how the fuck do you know? I would know more than you, and I don't even have to be to the level you're talking about. But I'm farther than you are at the level you're trying to tell me about. That's the thing, man. People come to Nashville and don't even realize. They come here and they listen to everybody. And I've said this before. They listen to everybody. You don't need to listen to everybody. You need to listen to some people. But you gotta weed through the bullshit of what everyone tells you to realize which ones you need to listen to. And that's the thing. You ain't gotta listen to fucking nobody.
I met the folks I idolize, and so far there's some white ass lies, just country faking good disguise. Now tell me how that tends to fly.
I met people who, when I was growing up in high school listening to music, I thought were the coolest motherfuckers ever. I ain't gonna say no names, because I don't want their name attached to my shit. I just want only my name attached to my shit. I ain't giving no shout outs on here. I ain't talking shit. I'm telling you the truth. And some of the people that I looked up to and I ended up meeting turned out to be nothing like me. They were not a backwoods boy. They were not a country ass motherfucker. They did not live a small town life like I did, which is why a lot of them behind the scenes make a bunch of quirky ass fucking jokes about country motherfuckers. Alright? And I don't give a fuck if you think this is about you. If you think it's about you, well then the fucking boot must fit pretty goddamn good.
That's how it works, man. Yo, you ever notice how like people legit like they get on this thing? How many times? Okay, let's rephrase that. How many times have you heard somebody talking and they're telling a story or something, and in their mind maybe they're not even talking about you, but you keep thinking it. Like at the end of the day, if it fit, it don't matter if they're talking about you or not. If it fits, wear it, right?
So I wouldn't say nothing if I were you. Like I said, I ain't trying to fucking put nobody out there. I'm just telling you the truth. And so far, all the motherfuckers I ain't gonna say all, but at least half the motherfuckers I used to listen to that I looked up to, I do not look up to them anymore. Just don't.
Man, one thing I've been real against for the past few years, and it's something that society is super on, is this concept of celebrity worship that we have. I mean, here's the fact. I think Church is a cool dude. I think me and him could throw down, we could drink some beers, we could get along just fine. But I am never going to be hanging off of everything that he says, because at the end of the day, like, it don't matter how famous you are, it don't matter how much celebrity you got. At the end of the day, we got to break away from this celebrity worship. Like, just because you're talented and you do some things well, and or you know, you make some bomb music or whatever, that don't mean that you're qualified to make decisions, or that your opinion is suddenly vaulted above everything else. We have celebrities speaking out on political and social and all these issues and everything that they have no qualifications whatsoever to make. And honestly, they're not living the same lives that we live. And so even if they're making them, what does it matter what they're saying at the end of the day? They have no connection to what they're talking about. And the pedestal that we place them on just makes no sense, considering where they're at and where they're coming from. Man, I'm 100% with you. I broke from, you know, kind of my own, you know, basically celebrity worship a while back for the same reason, just because, you know, after you meet a couple of people that kind of sit at a level of, you know, you idolize them or whatever, or once you start really forming your own opinions and views, and you realize that, you know, these people aren't receptive to what you're seeing or any difference in opinion at all, I mean, it just kind of shatters the whole thing, right?
That I looked up to, I do not look up to them anymore. Just don't.
I'm on my southern pride twang, baby, come and roll with me. Backwoods as it gets and not the shit that you see on TV. I'm talking Chevy C10, kicking up some brown rocks, 30-06 with a seat of stained wood stock.
I'm simply talking about a gun I had and a truck I had. But I'm saying it in a way where you know I'm for real talking about some shit that I actually know about. You can hear it in my voice, you can hear it how I say it. And I pick out little bitty things here and there that I implant in songs, so when certain people hear it, they're like, oh shit, you hear what he said? How the fuck did he know that? Because I know.
They coming in like a rock, so they be calling me the Scottsdale cornbread fed, and you know I'm raising plenty here.
The last part of that rhyme is just, you know, a little shout out to my own little race on any cornbread thing I started, me and my brother back in the day. I always shout that shit out, always. The first line is
also a dope track.
Pretty much, I say coming in like a rock, so they be calling me the Scottsdale. Remember the old freaking Chevy commercials? Like a rock. Yeah. I don't know everything. That's probably high though. I'm turned up like some honkies at a keg party at a hotel, and I'm breaking down these barriers.
Scottsdales are tough though, for real. Sorry.
I'm turned up like some honkies at a keg party at a hotel, and I'm breaking down these barriers like drywall that needs repair. As a country guy, I want to be accepted too. I want to come to y'all's fucking party. I ain't trying to start no shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Break the barrier down. Make the room bigger. Let's all fucking kick it. You know what I mean? I know that there's always gonna be white people that are like, look at that black guy, he's racist. There's always gonna be black people that are like, look at that white guy, he's racist. That's gonna always exist forever. There's nothing we can fucking do. If a black dude had a badass experience with a white person, and he's from a predominantly black place, and that sketched him out of fucking white people, then whatever, I get it. Because the same fucking thing happens to white people. I mean, and the sooner people notice that and realize it and stop bickering at the black folk who always lived in the black areas, thinking a certain type of way about their encounter with a white person, that doesn't happen a lot. They don't encounter white people a lot. Okay, so if they had a bad experience with a white person, then they're probably not going to think, well, fuck, all white people are like this. I mean, they might think that. I don't fucking know.
Hey, that's the thing, though. Like, you know, that's my biggest problem with what's going on right now. Like, you can't regulate a change in thought. At the end of the day, we all come together when we all just, you know, accept everybody. Like, you can't go out. I can't go out and say, I'm gonna kill racism on both sides right now. There's no way to do that. And so, I mean, we really get where we're trying to go when we push and say, okay, I accept everybody. I love everybody. I'm going to teach my kids to love and accept everybody, you know? And as we go through and through and through, eventually that's how we overcome all the issue. But I can't say just because this guy doesn't, like, I can't fix him. I can't change him. Like, it's such a nuanced issue, you know? There's no law that I can pass to change how someone thinks or feels. And really there shouldn't be. Like, at the end of the day, do I want all those things to go away? Yeah, but I mean, you know, at what point, if you haven't read 1984, read 1984, because at what point, you know, do we regulate thought to the point that we cause an Orwellian society that just honestly, I mean, bleeds into other issues. And for me personally, you know, that's not the society that I want to live in. That's not the world that I want to live in. I think it starts, you know, with us saying we love everybody. And I remember when I first joined the army, you know, I was from a small town in Kentucky, and I hadn't been around anybody that wasn't a white dude. And honestly, you know, getting in that environment, what I found were that, you know, my best friends ended up being those people who were from different walks. Those, you know, whether they were black, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, those people who were from different walks and didn't look at me as a white dude and I didn't look at them as a black dude or whatever. I mean, those ended up being my closest friends that I had. And I mean, we had like a close knit group of people. And, you know, I don't know if any of us really shared like an ethnic background, but at the end of the day, we were all taught, we did things together. You know, we would work together 5 days a week, 7 days a week sometimes, and, you know, go drink on Fridays and Saturdays together, and literally live together, work together, drink together, play together, you know, all that stuff. And it's like, you don't get to that point when you're drawing these lines and saying, don't cross this line, or this line's more important now. You get to that point when you say, you know what, there are no lines. You're a person, I'm a person. Let's work through this together.
But I do know that people think like that, and it's always going to be like that, and we need to realize that and fucking just say, fuck it, whatever. I mean, just how the fucking world is, man. The more y'all bitch about each other and what skin color you are and where you're from and all that, you're just going to keep being the fucking stupid sperm cells that keep reproducing. Fucking live with it.
You just push people in the opposite direction.
There's white people that don't like black people. There's black people that don't like white people. What the fuck you gonna do about it? All you can do is be cool with the ones who are cool and be not cool with the ones who ain't cool. Whether they're black or white.
I'm cold with my shit, boy. I'm cold with my style, boy. That backwoods, that hick town, that late night, that driving round. That George Strait cranked real loud, got lightning bugs on my windshield. That back road, no cops found, and I'm sipping on that hot brown.
I'm painting you a picture of what I live every day, of the community I live in and how it is. That's how it is. Everybody loves George Strait. Everybody likes old country. Everybody listens to new country. It don't make a fuck if you're 80 or you're 18. In the summertime, you got lightning bugs either fucking slapped on your 60 model Camaro if you're an older person or your new body beat up Jeep. That's what we do around.
Got a new body beat up Jeep. It ain't that new anymore. It's 2007, but still.
Here, we're river rats.
I wreck shit, my motto. Got rednecks by the truckload. That smell good, stay sprayed on. I hit downtown and take girls home. That bonfire, light that up. Homegrown shit, roll one. I got a gun rack in my back glass and a big gun, it holds one.
Yeah, that's just me, man. That's what we used to do. I mean, everybody who grew up and was actually for real born in Nashville, that's what you did. Like, a lot of people who live or who were born in Nashville don't even live in Nashville. They live on the outskirts of Nashville, such as Cheatham County, such as Pilgrim, such as Kingston Springs. Like, all these places I'm telling you about, all them people were born in Nashville too. We just can't be born where we're at because we ain't got no hospital for that shit. Everybody goes to Nashville. So when you're born in Nashville, you don't know no fucking better, and then you're transported to wherever the fuck you're gonna live. For me, it was Cheatham County. You grow up there, and then Nashville is something that comes on later in life. Like, I grew up in Cheatham County, and I've been here my whole entire life, and I didn't start experiencing Nashville until one of my fucking skin-ass buddies was old enough to drive and get us down there. And even back then, we were like, whoa, this is fucking crazy. And back then, there wasn't nobody walking around downtown like it is now. Fuck no. It was way less people. It was more hometown people. Now it's fucking crazy. No one's ever going to get to see how old Nashville was before it started getting super duper fucking mainstream, man.
I kind of feel the same way because I was born in a bigger city, but I lived in a small town, and so obviously there was no hospital. I was born in Richmond, and so like Richmond's like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away, and that's kind of how it went for us. You know, we didn't get to hang out and stuff. I don't think I really hung out, like experienced Richmond until I'd been in the army, out of the army, and I was going to college and stuff. So I feel that for sure.
I'm glad I got to see it. I'm glad I was born when I was born, and I'm glad I started making music when I did, because I got to see both sides. That was one of my first songs that I put together with another artist. I put it together all by myself. I hit them up. We got it going. We got the music video shot, and that was it. And I ain't heard from him since. I got people all the time, oh, you never talking to Luke? No, it ain't like that. I'm not buddy with him. I had an idea. It fucking worked. He got signed. I got offered to be signed before. I fucking said no. He said yeah. We went two separate ways. I don't know, whatever. There's a lot of things out there. People say, oh, you hate Luke Combs. You hate. I don't hate somebody I don't know. Do I like his business style? No, I don't. Because when I have an idea for you and I pitch it to you and we do it and it actually works for you, and then I help you start building your name, and then I have somebody call me that works for your team after you get signed to a record label, and you don't hit me up personally, and I got some quirky little fuck hitting me up talking about, I need you to take Luke Combs' name off of this. You see his name on there now? Nope, took it off. You know what? I don't need Luke Combs to make my name. I'm making my name. I helped him make his a little bit. He didn't help me. So it's not me being cocky. Once again, that's me telling you the truth. And no one's going to tell you the truth like the person it actually happened to. So that's a little fun fact about that song. Can I Get an Outlaw?
Hey, and that's fair. I mean, being for real, like, That's probably the only Luke Combs song that I like. And so, I mean, I can say I don't feel like I'm alone in that. You know what I mean? Like, saying that made Luke Combs a little bit bigger, even. I mean, there's so many backstage politics that you're never going to know. I trust him when he says, like, he was just doing his thing, and that went where it did, but you can't deny that exposed Luke Combs to a new audience that he wouldn't have been exposed to before. I mean, come on.
I'm Ryan Upchurch, and this was Behind the Lyrics. I'm Ryan Upchurch. well, I am. Well, guys, I'm Ryan Upchurch, and that was Behind the Lyrics of song Outlaw with Ryan Upchurch featuring. God damn it. Oh, Jesus. This weed's good. It is. Anyways, here we go. Well, guys, I'm Ryan Upchurch. Am I looking in that spot, or am I looking directly in the camera?
Yeah, look in the spot.
Okay. Damn it, Billy, you make me laugh, my bear. Look, you got it. So. Oh, you go back in the shadows where I can't see you. Oh, man. Look, this is going to be the longest part making the... Let me hit this real quick so I can go back to normal. Hey, on a real note. On a real note, is it cold or hot outside? Is it?
It's cold as fuck.
God damn it. Alright, guys, you know what? We're going to do it like this. I'm Ryan Upchurch. This is Behind the Lyrics of... what song is this? This is Behind the fucking lyrics of Outlaw. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go do something else.
Oh. That was Behind the Lyrics of Outlaw. Ryan Upchurch episode 1. It's been a 40-minute reaction. I'm uploading the whole thing, so y'all been asking for it. I just hope y'all watch it. Like, I know it's long, but I mean, hey, you know what? There's a lot to the dude that I can relate to, and I enjoy it. And so, I mean, sorry it's so long. I don't know that there's any part of this that I'm willing to cut out. And so, y'all are going to get the whole thing. I'm DJ AlphaTyler. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Like it if you do. Special props if you actually watch the whole thing. Hopefully you guys are staying safe and taking care. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all next time. I'm not going to bog down this closing. I'll see y'all.